this one more time here. See if I can get Terha on. Thanks so much, everybody, for taking a minute to hop on. Really appreciate you taking the time today. Happy Thursday. Really excited to be actually sharing a little bit about what Terha's got going on. So just waiting for her to pop on, and I'll get her added here. Hope everyone is enjoying the sunshine if you're in Oregon. Wow, it's been crazy. It's so good. Terha, I don't see you, so if you hop on and you can send me the accept for the invite. I know, take two, and my phone flew off the tripod, which was hilarious, Lisa. So Terha, if you're on and you can see me, there might be a way for you to ask to join. I'm not seeing you on the live, so I can't accept you yet. So see if you can send me an invite to pop on. I hope everybody is enjoying their day. It is so beautiful in Oregon. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's crazy hot, that's for sure. I have to keep these glasses on. I'm doing this new thing. I have new contacts. They're working great, but my close-up visual isn't very good. Okay, Terha, I'm going to try this one more time. Let's see if we can get you invited. Search. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with me while we do this. There we go. There's my invite. Hey everybody, thanks for hopping on again. Terha, I don't see you yet. Maybe you can, maybe there's a position, like a little, on the bottom, do you see the little thing that you can, oh, there you are, add. Let's see if this is gonna work. Bring Terha on, add. Now I'm hoping. Come on, Facebook, work with us. Says it's, ah! There you are. Yay. Now I can take my glasses off. I couldn't see, I'm doing this new thing and I have these new contacts. And they're wonderful. Yeah, I got my contacts back. I'm so excited. But I can't.
Oh my gosh.
My close-up vision isn't very good, so I had these little readers, and I'm trying to see the screen to see you. Hello, beautiful.
Hi, sweetie. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Good. It's like a party back at the retreat all over again.
I know. I love it. So for those of you who don't know, I met Terha at Delgado's house in Colorado a few weeks ago, and I feel like I've known her for eons.
I know.
Meeting her spoke to my soul based on the journey that I've gone through with my health and fitness in the last year. And I'm almost 50 years old, 2 years to 50, I'm 48, and I feel better than I've ever felt. But I was really on this trial run of kind of sorting out how to get healthy again. And I've lost 40 pounds. And yeah, it's so wonderful. And I did it really with the method that Terha teaches and coaches and is an expert at. And so it just, when I shared a little bit when we met, and when she shared a little bit about the soul piece of the work that she does for women, it just touched my heart, because I had to fumble around making an attempt to find the processes that Terha coaches and teaches. And so it just married itself so well that we would share together. So for my friends who don't know, Terha Watterson lives in Colorado.
Yay.
And she's amazing. She's an international motivational speaker. She was the former host of Secret Life Coaching TV, which is so cool, and Life Coach Radio. She has been married to her husband. How long have you? 6 years you've been married?
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Yay. And they own a gym, and her passion is fitness and coaching and training. And so what has happened for me over the last 10 months with my health journey is that I completely flip-flopped everything, and I started a morning routine for myself, and I started going to the gym 5 days a week. And while going to the gym, I started listening to personal development. And for me, it was because I needed to squish the time frame into a 1 hour piece of time, because I needed to be able to fit that into my morning quickly, right? And so I'm going to just kick it over to Terha so she can share a little bit, because I had to fumble around to find these things. And the gym I go to is wonderful, but where I was 40 pounds heavier last year, even though I know how to care for my body, I had so much mental work that needed to be done, because I had let myself pack on weight, get out of shape, and then be uncomfortable going to the gym. I mean, one of the things that Terha and I spoke about that she does on a pretty regular basis is I was wanting to lose weight before I actually went back to the gym, which is so counterproductive to our health, right? It's so silly. But that was a conversation I was having. So I'm going to let you share a little bit about what you've got going on, because I think that your program is so phenomenal, and any way I can help support that and you can get the word out about what you're doing online, I love it. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Yes, I'm so glad to be here. And again, it's just us having fun again, like we're back at the retreat. You know, I'm so blessed and honored. It warms my heart to hear that LaDonna found her way, you know, with that journey in health, because what it comes down to is, and it sounds bold, but it's like we've been lied to by the gym industry, by no pain, no gain, and this is how it has to be. And my heart has just been made for women specifically who don't know where to start, who I hear all the time, like, I got to lose 10 pounds, you know, before I go to the gym. And, you know, that self-reflection, the way we view ourselves keeps us there. And what happens is, I've seen two major reasons, you know, women finally get started. One, like a vacation, right? And they got something going on. Or two, it's a point of pain. Sometimes health gets so bad, you know, we get something back from the doctor and it's like, I have to do this. And then today, I really want to talk about, and for all of you listening, if you're looking how to get started on your journey, like just 3 really good tips to getting you started. One is when you come in, there actually is a way to set yourself up to win. And again, LaDonna found this out, you know, through doing some other trainings, kind of stumbled upon it. But the adage of no pain, no gain, and I got to go in and, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to this 45-minute class and I got to break myself to make myself, just doesn't have to be true. And it's just become my message to help women get started in the beginning. Your body is the most amazing thing. And if you just start out with simple wins, like you're 5 days a week getting started, but it doesn't have to be hour-long painful workouts, right?
Right. I did the bike when I first started. I just got on the stationary bike and I rode the bike for a half an hour before I started doing light weights, because I knew I wasn't ready to dive in that hardcore. And so I just did a really easy workout for the first couple months until I started to feel my muscles getting stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, before in the past, did you kind of go in with your old workouts and be like, I got to do this?
Yes, intense. Yeah. And I even at one point a few years ago, I hired a trainer at a local gym and she broke me literally. Like I couldn't walk. My calves were torn up. And I pushed myself hard because I've been very fit before. So I'm like, okay, I can do this, but I've never been the age that I am now coming into a workout. So I knew that I needed to do it differently this time. And I trusted my own instincts because I just wasn't feeling like I wanted to put myself in that position again. Right? Because I got kind of overworked and I didn't want to be overworked. I wanted to, in a healthy way, get myself going again. And I wanted to enjoy it. That's the other thing, because my family loves to work out. They're intense. I'm not intense. I'm like, okay, I want to ride my bike and like look at the ducks along the river. Like that's my idea. But I know I needed to get healthier and push myself a little harder.
Absolutely. And that's like my thing with the main tip for number 1 is like allowing yourself to build that momentum. And honestly, like a miracle happens is your body one day will say, oh, I want a little more. Right. So instead of the old kind of like myth of like, I got to go in. Right. And trainers are wonderful, but you can build up. That's why I do the 28 days to activate. It's literally meant to help you build up so you can get to another state without going, okay, I got to do a hard workout and then can't walk the next day. So then what happens is you're not consistent. And it's for us, like the values and what works long term is that consistency over intensity. It sets you up to win in life. And it's just my message to share that you can do that. There's specific exercise and ways that you can exercise that gets your body wanting more. It's amazing. And then your energy level is up throughout the day. I mean, it really is like magic. And the second thing, LaDonna, I'm so thankful is where we're like kindred souls on this is what are you watching when you do go do your workouts? You know, even if you are taking a walk outside, like I said, I love working with women who don't want to go to the gym yet, right? So you can go walking outside, but what are you putting in your mind? And then if you go to the gym, are you watching, like I literally had to start turning this off and I changed the stuff that we had at the facility because it was politics or the cooking channel and Lifetime. Right? Some of those things, but it's like, so you're either going in there and now you're in the state of, I got to do this. I'm pushing myself. And then your politics and cooking and nothing feeding your mind to set you up for your journey, to set you up to win and change the way that you see yourself, you know, internally. So one of the things I did from seeing this and started a few years ago is I have a mindset that's built into your warm up. Because face it, warm ups can be boring, right?
Yeah.
Like before you started doing personal development, wasn't it like, oh my gosh, I have to be on a bike for 30 minutes. What am I going to do?
Yeah, so boring. And now when I go that, like, even when I do the rower and some other things now for cardio, but even when I go, I like it goes so fast because I'm soaking up what I'm listening to. Like there's a few different people that I'm really loving right now. And, and taking that piece of my personal development to the next level, I get like the 30 minutes is done and I'm like, oh, well, that's
wow. Oh my gosh, it's done. Yes. And it really can be that way. Again, the old story is like, oh, I got to do this, right? I know I need to do this for my health. Well, there's a way to like transform and flip it. Yeah. And that's like exactly like what you discovered. It's amazing when you have that, when you go in, you know what you're going to listen to, you know, it's something that's going to change like your outlook on yourself, your life, your business. You can actually use that time to be super productive. And it's always an afterthought, right?
Yes, totally. It's been the most powerful thing I've ever implemented. And over this last 10 months, the things that it's done for me on an emotional level that have affected my relationship with my husband, with my grown children, with my grandbabies, I'm way more present and peaceful. I have people say that to me on a pretty regular basis. LaDonna, what is it that you're doing differently? Because you're living in a more, like, I can feel that you're more contented. And this is a big piece of it. This miracle morning that I've set up for myself, but it's really, it was marrying my physical activity, getting my body back in shape with my mental. Like, and that's when you said that's what you're doing. I'm like, oh my gosh, where was that 10 months ago when I was fumbling around trying to figure it out?
Trying to figure it out. And it's funny because that's what we say at the gym, like fitness and mindset married. So with my success and like life coaching background, I met my husband and I would have never imagined I would be in the fitness industry. It was really incredible how it happened. Like many of us, I had something devastating happen. I was in my business, things were going amazing. I was changing women's lives. And then something unfortunate happened and it was gone. And I went through a dark, dark depression. I had gained 30 pounds. I was not nice to my body. I was lost. And I remember thinking, I had that exact thought. I owned the gym. I was embarrassed to go in. I didn't feel good enough. And when I started my journey myself with my personal development, I mean, I was so sick at one point, I could only walk like 10 minutes. And then going back into the gym, I started praying and I asked, God, there's got to be another way. Can you show me another way? And from all this, it was birthed. And it's my calling. Fitness and mindset married, like coming together. I've been able to help more people on a mental and physical level than I even ever did before with the hundreds of seminars. Because even in a seminar, you're sitting on your behind half the time. Right. So it's like now you got both all together and the combination's amazing. So the third part that I love to share is your community. So what's really neat, when you make this decision, I feel people, and when they come in, it's like they feel alone in their journey. Especially women, you guys are so amazing. And the thing is, you have your spouses, you have your children, but it really is time to do it for yourself. It's not something you can have anybody help you with, right? You can bring people alongside you. That's the best thing. But, you know, the third part is making that decision, not for anybody else, but really like actually for yourself. It holds you to a new level of excitement when you're the one going in. And then sometimes, and this is just real, and I just still have to share all the amazing things I've seen. Sometimes the biggest support isn't going to come from your direct family. Like if you have a health goal, oh, you're fine the way you are. Like, oh, you don't need to do that, right? Or them just not understanding. So be open to your, like, attracting your tribe, attracting your vibe, like who is on the same journey with you. You know, whether it's working out, you could get a girlfriend taking you going walking, bringing somebody to the gym with you, but be open to a whole new vibe and tribe, because as you change and transform, you're going to get a totally different level of support.
It's so true. And I've seen that so much in so many different facets, but in my business, really specifically, who I'm drawing into my personal space and my business has been at a different level because of my work, all that hard work and all the physical work I'm doing. And that's so huge, because culture is everything. When you have to find your passion and be doing what you love, but the culture around you, especially in what I do, because it's very team focused, right? It's the efforts of all of us is collectively moving us all forward. The alignment of people that have come in with the work I've done on my personals, I mean, it's huge. And it's so hard to articulate that, because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, this all transformed in a 10-month period of time, right? I mean, that's pretty quick to have. I mean, my physical health being aligned with my energy, being aligned with the community I have in my business, right? Aligning that culture. So it was for me. The gym became my time to go feel my energy stores. And I wasn't looking to get skinny to please my husband. And thankfully, my husband is wonderful. He loves me in every shape and size I've ever been. But he wanted to be happy and healthy and energetic. And I wasn't. I was depressed. I was sad. I was beating myself up about my physical appearance. I was tired. I wanted to chase my grandbabies. So the choice when I decided to do this 10 months ago was really after starting the gratitudes with Danelle. And I'm like, I need some soul work here. Like I did the same thing. I prayed. I'm like, God, give me some direction, because this is not working the way I'm doing it. And then this has all married itself. And it's like my alignment is so great. So everything that you're teaching and coaching, I mean, you can just help set that platform for women in such a faster capacity than I fumbled around learning it. So I love that so much.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, and I call it like getting activated, but you know, what you're talking about, your journey, right? Like it's been months. Think about in fitness, the gym rush, right? Everybody goes in and goes, oh, I got to do it. And that pushing, it sets people up to fail. It just really does. And so I've seen like that momentum build when you give yourself, again, your body, right? Like when you get to a point, you started out at a certain time frame. Now you're like, wow, I can do more. And wow, I'm excited to go back. Like I'm feeling really, really good. But there's like an art, there's a science, you know, you, like you said, pick different pieces and you kind of had to learn from pulling different things together. And when you put that science together, the mindset, the fitness, you get a getting started right program, it sets you up for the long term.
I love that so much. I thank you so much for wanting to do this today. Yes. I mean, because I think that there's so many women that are out there struggling. And for me, I share an innovative wellness line. But here's what I will say about that. I love the products that I share. I have clean living household products, as well as skincare, as well as supplementation. But here's the deal. You can't pour a supplement or pop a pill on top of a mental, like, not your mind not being in the right space, because I've done that. Like I've worked out to be fit for a past partner. I've worked out because I wanted to be thinner and wear that size 2, which that really never happened for me. It's not my body size, you know, but I wanted to, right? So I'm like, okay, I got in a 4, but I was starving myself. I mean, so for doing those things for the wrong reasons, if you put a pill or a supplement or some kind of product on top of it in an oversold marketplace, that doesn't correct the things that need to be corrected, but it can be such a benefit and a plus to what you do. So for me, like that you know, I love that you're doing this in a program that people can work online. So I just wanted to highlight that, like how for the next steps for people, if they're wanting a little bit more support than trying to fumble around and figure that out, is it best for them to reach out to you in a private message? And if we're friends and you're not friends with Terha, I can connect you, and you can also reach out to me and she can chat about the program that she's put together. Is that the kind of easiest way to do that?
Yeah, that would be great. I'm really excited. We're doing a women's only launch that we're doing like for you, calling it a 28-day challenge, setting you up to win. And we have that starting in May. But I absolutely do right now in this time, if you private message me, I do a live goal call with you. Because if you're up here and jamming, you know, that's not necessarily what we need. My heart is for you're getting started. You've been out, you've been recovering from an injury. This really is a jump start just to help you if you've totally been MIA in your health and fitness for a while. But yes, please, absolutely, you can reach out to me.
Okay, perfect. And reach out to me if you
Yeah.
have more questions about this, and I can get you connected if you're not already friends with Terha and you're seeing this via my news feed. And if you're support with the supplementation piece, I have a great product line that helps more fitted toward exactly what you need and really focusing on gut health. And that's clinical trials and all of those wonderful things that support it. So if you need help with that piece too, let me know, because
I do really quick, LaDonna. So gut health, part of when I went through my depression and I was swollen. I didn't know why my face was always swollen. I found out about leaky gut. But here, like you did your dance a long time with fitness, I went to doctors who were like, oh, here's another antibiotic. Here's another, oh my, it just hurts me thinking about it. I broke out in a rash. I wasn't digesting my food, and I started doing the natural research, and I found out about leaky gut and how common it is for people. Allergies are caused by leaky gut. Gut supplementation is the single most powerful thing you can do to get your body rebalanced. It changes everything, everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a huge difference for me with our probiotic and our collagen product that I use. And that's exactly what it goes straight to that. It goes straight to those problem areas and fixes that gut health. So that's been a huge addition as well. So if you need help with that, definitely reach out and I can kind of share some information about that as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
oh my gosh, this has been so fun, LaDonna. I can't wait. You guys are amazing. Good luck on your journey.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.